Well, good morning from my zero at Nature's Inn Hostel. Slept okay last night. Not the greatest sleep, but it wasn't that bad, even though my stupid watch is telling me that I got a horrible sleep. I think I'm going to have to just give up on that thing because it's starting to affect me mentally. Update on my knee. It is better than yesterday, but I'm still feeling a little bit of something going on in there. So I'm going to have to start visiting the idea of taking a 00. As much as I'm disgruntled by that, I just really want to make the most cautious decisions so I can make the distance. So I'm gonna be that person who takes a million zeros to get this done, I guess, and that's just the way it's gonna have to be. I'm still ahead of my rough itinerary by almost a week, so I really have the time. Of course, I'd love to finish the trail before October 1st, which is my cutoff date, but if it's right up to then, I'll take it just to get a finish. So it's looking like that's what it's going to be at this point. I've just finished checking to make sure they have availability, and they do. So we'll see how the day progresses. I told the woman who runs the place here, Amy, that I wasn't mentally committed to it just yet, and she told me that I just need to get back to her by late afternoon. So and she would give me a call if things started filling up and I needed to commit. So that's the update for now. Got a few things I've got to take care of, give some calls to some family members, and then I'll give you a tour of the place as the day warms up. It's still pretty chilly. The sun hits this cabin porch in the afternoon, then it gets really nice out here. So I'm looking forward to sitting by the creek that you can hear rumbling in the background and enjoying the peacefulness of this really enjoyable environment. This probably gets the nicest ladies' room award. This is the main common area. Got a Keurig maker, all kinds of microwaves. And this is the little store where you can buy, resupply here, and also get food for your main meals while staying here. And the owner also makes his own pulled pork for sandwiches, which is definitely something I'm going to be partaking in later on today. Cheeseburgers, breakfast bowls, also a bunch of food in the freezer. Not gonna starve here. So I just realized that the video of the inside of the cabin didn't come out, so now I'm gonna show you what the inside looks like. It's very basic. It's just basically a storage shed, but it does the trick. It's all I need. It does get a little chilly in here. There's no heat, so they do provide a heater. And then it's just a simple bed and a little table. Really don't need much more than this. I'm happy. Gotta go to the bathhouse for the bathroom and showers, but all is good. Hey everyone, so I'm here at Nature's Inn Hostel. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon now, and I've got almost a full day, or more than a full day of recovery, and since I got off the trail around 12 o'clock yesterday. I did end up taking a prescription NSAID for my knee about 10 o'clock this morning, and I have felt no pain at all since I've taken it. So I've made a decision to move forward tomorrow. Hopefully I don't have to take any more pain medication, but I do have it if I need it. It is only 24 miles from here to my next stop at Uncle Johnny's Nolichucky Hostel. And I just reserved a cabin there. So it's gonna happen. I'm not exactly sure what my plan is going to be to get there, but I've got a couple options. The shuttle doesn't go back to the trailhead, doesn't leave here until 8 o'clock tomorrow. So I'll be getting a little bit of a later start, probably about 8:30. I think my worst case scenario will be that I'll do 12 miles tomorrow and then 12 miles the following day. That's probably the most conservative. But weather is going to become an issue, or most likely will be. So that may end up delaying my time one way or the other. And knowing myself, I'm probably going to want to try and get those miles in the first day in case something goes south on the second day. So we'll see. But I feel pretty good about making it. It's going to be a question of how I'm going to feel when I get to my next stop. And I guess I'm going to just have to take it stop by stop and figure out how to go. Hopefully the painkiller will knock it out good. It's an inflammatory, so whatever got inflamed in there knocked it out, and I'll be over this issue and I can move on. I have been massage rolling my leg every chance I can get today. I just don't want to do it too much because some of the spots that I've been rolling are getting a little sore. So I think I'm probably at the max for what I can do with that. I probably could be doing more stretching, which now that I've said it, I will do a little bit more of that. Mostly just been catching up on my blog. I've went through my food bag and got rid of a lot of food that I don't need to carry. I also ditched a shirt that I picked up along the way when I realized that this shirt wasn't as warm as my synthetic jacket, which I now have back. That was an expensive little change out, but I'm so glad I have my synthetic jacket back. So lightened my load a little bit there as well. Found that permethrin in the hiker box, sprayed down my tent, my shoes, and my socks, and I feel pretty good about that. And yeah, just kind of having a beautiful day here. Would have been nice to be hiking, but rest was more of a priority. Almost had a chance to go into Asheville to tour the Biltmore, but we ended up finding out that we needed reservations for that. So that kind of fell through, which is probably for the best, because I wouldn't have had enough time or felt stressed about getting all the vlogging done that I need to do. I have one more day left at this point. I should be able to wrap it up before bedtime tonight. And that's pretty much about it. It's been a very peaceful day here, as I've hoped. So enjoy the bubbling creek, and we'll see you back on the trail tomorrow.